Beardo Banjo.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Will It VR. Now today I'm playing a game that has been requested multiple times. A game that has a very special place in my heart, one of my all-time favourites, and a game that I really hope is going to work well with Vorpx. I'm playing Mass Effect 2. Why start with Mass Effect 2, I hear you ask? Well, I want to try these games in first person. There are existing first person mods, and that's what I'm going to be doing today with Mass Effect 2. There are, however, no first person mods that I could find for Mass Effect 1, so I'm skipping that and jumping straight into 2. But in my opinion, 2 is the strongest of the 3 entries. 3 may have tidied up a lot of the mechanics and gameplay aspects, but 2, I think, is an all-round better game, especially if you approach it with all the fantastic DLC they made. Now, there is a slight caveat for this one. If you want to try this yourself, there are actually 2 first-person mods, and you need to quit and change the mods each time you change to different sections. Sounds like a lot of hassle. I don't know how much hassle it's going to be because I haven't started yet, so we're going to find out. One of the first-person mods is for the exploration sections. So whilst you're walking around the Normandy, whilst you're checking out the Citadel, whilst you're just exploring and interacting with characters, you use that first-person mod. Then there is a combat first-person mod. There's no way to combine the 2. So when you go down to planet side and you start engaging in combat and taking on missions, you need to boot up the combat first-person mod to play it in first person. So it's going to be a lot of chopping and changing. I'll basically just try and capture a little bit of exploration and a little bit of combat in today's video and show you what it looks like running in VR in first person. Then, as I always do, I'll just talk about whether it's worth it, what I'm seeing, how good it runs in VR, and whether really it's worth all the effort you have to put in to get this one to run, especially in first person. This is Mass Effect 2 running with Vorpx and my Oculus Rift S in VR, plus a whole bunch of crazy first person mods. If you enjoy, do leave a like, leave a comment, and hit subscribe. I do this kind of stuff all the time, almost every single week. Let's jump in and have a look. Alright, here we are in Mass Effect 2. Now, Mass Effect 2 is one of the many games that Vorpx will pretty immediately hook onto without much issues. It has a default profile within Vorpx, so does Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 3. So even if you don't want to tinker with the first person mods or anything crazy like that, you should still be able to come in and play these games in third person like they always have been in VR with Vorpx. Now straight away on this menu screen I am getting 3D, getting geometry 3D, the logo's all jumping out at me there, the options are jumping out at me, and I'm getting some kind of good depth. But the best showcase is to actually go into the game and see what it's like, especially in first person. So I'm going to start a brand new game with a male Shep, and we'll just see how this goes. Honestly, I love this game so much. All 3 of them I do love. You know, I won't talk about the ending for 3, or the ending for the series in general, because probably enough's been said, but I do love these games and I will play them through again once the... Oh wow, that looks amazing.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Once the legendary collection comes out.
Citadel, but leaving the Council to die. Humanity's place in the galaxy is
Oh, wow.
stronger than ever. And still it's not enough.
Humans make
Oh, wow.
the Council, but Shepard remains our best hope.
Okay, you won't see what I'm seeing, but
But they're sending him to fight Geth.
the geometry 3D in this cutscene is awesome.
We both know they're not the real threat.
Because it's a cutscene, it's just
Still out there.
playing on a big screen for me, but
And it's up to us to stop.
Miranda's popping out at me, which is pretty cool.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help. Even after everything humanity...
Oh yeah, that looks brilliant. It's running really smoothly as well.
They'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon.
He's a bloody icon,
But
he
he's
really
just
is.
one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Okay, this is the first person mod in VR. I'm not using my mouse to hand track around right now. And this is the exploration version of the first person mod. So when I get to a section where I need to engage in some combat, I am going to have to jump out of the game, change the mod, jump back in. Immediately, it's working really well. I'm getting really strong geometry 3D. It's a bit disorientating because it's bloody hell. Jesus Christ! Okay, this is really quite cool. The character immediately, I'm realising they move in a strange way because it's built to be third person. It's kind of tanky in the way when I use the mouse or the WAS, sorry, to move around. It does feel a little strange, but it's actually really nice. Christ! Right, let's go find Joker. Oh, I'm not going that way then, am I? sparks everywhere. I will be using the mouse to just kind of adjust my... Oh my Christ, that looks amazing. Wow. I probably shouldn't stay out here too long, but that looks very, very cool. Oh my. So I will use the mouse to adjust where I'm walking every now and then. I could probably play the whole thing head tracked because I've upped the sensitivity. This is very cool. The field of view is a little bit restrictive. I wish it was a little bit wider. I don't think this game has an option in Vorpx to change that, but let me just have a quick look. Because if I can change that, it will be absolutely amazing. I can change it. But it might create some strange... Okay, I've just managed to change the field of view using, oh my god, an in-game Vorpx option. And now that is actually perfect. That feels so much better. I've got a much wider field of view. It might be looking a bit strange on the capture because you're seeing the game direct rather than what I'm seeing in the headset, but my field of view is... Yeah, this is perfect now. Right, I need to get inside. I can keep hearing my breathing. Oh, can I also change the HUD elements? Can I move those around? Let's see. Let me just see if I can change the HUD elements. I think I can. I think I can change the HUD. Yep, I can change the HUD elements as well. So they are... Oh, wow, this is very impressive. Okay, so the HUD elements can be moved into a place where you can see them. So there at 55, that's sitting right at the top of my eye line, which is pretty much perfect. Oh, this is cool, right. Where's Joker? There he is.
Joker. We have to get out of here.
Oh, this is good.
Abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
You can't save her, mate. Don't throw your life away.
Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. My God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Hello, Miranda. Hello, bold man.
Give him the sedative. Shepard.
Hello?
Just
Please.
Still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts.
Oh,
That's pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
my heart rate's climbing because I saw Miranda. That's all it is. He's fine. He's gonna be fine. Oh,
Dropping. Stats falling back into normal range.
hello.
Too close.
You're very close to my face. That's a giant face. Oh my god, look at her giant face. Right, so I'm back into the game now. It looks absolutely amazing. I'm seeing a little bit of kind of some strange artifacts in the far reaches of my vision, so you can probably see things loading in as I turn. That's because I've enhanced the field of view using some 3D magicry that Vorpx allows me to do. You might be seeing the stuff that's popping in much more than I can. I can barely see it. It's right at the sides of my vision, and isn't impacting the way it looks at all. But you might be seeing it more because you're seeing the full screen and the things that are just outside of my eyesight, which is what's kind of popping in and popping out. Now, I might already need to change to the combat first-person mod because I need to get my pistol here and start doing some combat, but we'll see. Right, space. Pick up my pistol. Yeah, okay, so straight away now,
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
it's gone into third person.
Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now.
This
Head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast.
This looks actually, it genuinely looks amazing already. I could play it in third person like this. The 3D's so good.
Hurry, find some cover.
But I'm going to switch out. I'm going to jump into the first person combat mod. And I'm going to come back in. Okay, I've loaded out and removed the exploration FPS mod. And then I've loaded back in with the combat FPS mod. And it's working. I have a gun now, and I can engage in combat in first person, and it looks just as amazing as the exploration mod did. Except every now and then, I can clip out of my own face or have giant floating eyeballs. I don't know how annoying that's going to be, I think it could be quite annoying. But we'll persevere and we'll see how far I can go with this. My advice right now might be just to play the game with the exploration FPS mod enabled, but not the combat one. Play the combat in third person, because the small look I had at it before looked great. It was all in 3D, and I'm sure that's probably the best way to play it. But let's have a quick look at the first person combat mod. I will say this mod is completely experimental. They did say that on the website, so expect things like this to be the case. Alright, so you go into third person when you take cover anyway.
Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
Yeah, look, if I do this, if I look down, I clip out of my body, which is a real shame. If I look forward, though, it looks amazing. It looks really good.
To try holding the mechs off.
Alright.
Look out!
Oh! Okay, what's really weird is when you zoom down sights, you can't then look around with head tracking. Or you can, but it moves very slowly. Very slowly. It's not at the same speed as if you're not looking down sights, so maybe best to not look down sights. This looks amazing. It's just such a shame that I at least don't have the invisible head. If they could have made Shepard's head invisible, then that would be perfect. Maybe they have, or maybe they can, but I've just done something wrong.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Take cover. Don't take any chances. Stay in cover while you take out those mechs.
Come on. See, seeing the third-person cover system in VR makes me think, yeah, just install the exploration first-person mod and experience all that in the most immersive VR, and then leave the combat to third-person. But then this looks really good when it works, and I can't see his giant floating eyeballs. It looks really good. Oh, damn. Either way, my takeaway so far with Mass Effect 2 is that this is a fantastic Vorpx game. Mods or no mods, it works really well. Yeah, my takeaway is definitely that Vorpx is a great way to play this game, regardless of this crazy kind of mod nonsense. It's running at a great frame rate, performance is really, really high, the 3D is absolutely mind-blowing, and I honestly think in third person it would be fine as well. Alright, take this. Yeah, exactly. You're dead. Ah, it's such a shame that I can't get in his head properly. The camera's moving further away from his head the more I play. It's just a massive head there. Oh, I don't want to run through there. Ah! Thank you. Oh, maybe I can play with the settings and kind of stop this from being so clipped out of his head. Let me have a little look at the settings. It's odd. I think it's like if you're looking in certain directions, you can't see his head. And when you zoom in, his head goes completely. So if I stay zoomed in like this, I can't see any of his giant eyeballs. And it looks really, really good. It's just such a shame that it's... I need to make his head invisible, because if I look down, look, I come out of the body. But it's experimental, as I say, so it's not... You can't expect it to be perfect, and it's one of the reasons, obviously, they couldn't merge the combat and exploration mods together. I'm just butthurt because if this was a little bit more finely tuned, it would be absolutely incredible. Yeah, I think perhaps leaving the combat mod off is the way to go. Experience it, give it a quick go, because it's very good. I don't like that big thing. Take that. Like smoke effects, the environments, the head tracking, the characters, the fact that you can change where the HUD sits on the screen in Vorpx, all these things make for a perfect VR playthrough. They really do. Like the head tracking's great.
Alert.
It's oh no! Don't do that to me.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Come on.
Find us another route out of here.
Yeah, this is so good.
Straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep moving toward the control room. Don't get pinned. Oh God, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry.
We're coming.
They're
We're
in
coming.
control.
We're coming to server room B. Run. This has got to be it.
Shepard, down
Hello.
here.
Hello, mate. What's up? Honestly, if you were going to play this in VR, I honestly think the best way to play it would be combat mode. Just leave it. Leave it to third person. Because the cover-based stuff, and you can turn with your head. Your head tracking can be the camera. And it looks good. The cover-based stuff works really well. Anyway, you've got a great field of view for combat in VR. I think, yeah, leave the combat mode to third person and change the exploration mode to first person. That feels like the right way to play this. Let me go back to that and we'll see. Okay, so I've jumped out and removed the first person combat mod. And then I've come back in with the first person exploration mod. And I seem to have destroyed my game save because I now have T-posing companions following me all over the place, which is hilarious. But let's press on and pretend that isn't an issue. I think this is definitely the best way to play it. I'm going to test it now, but third person combat and first person... Yeah, third person combat and first person exploration. What's happening? What is happening?
Warning, hostile force using non-standard ammunition.
He's gonna die because, like, you know, he can't defend himself in his T-pose. I better save him. What the f... I don't know why they've done this. I think it's my fault for jumping in and out so many times and changing the mods and deleting aspects and reapplying aspects. That is the danger, but that's why I've done this test for you guys as well. So if you wanted to try it yourself, I think download yourself the first person exploration mod, but leave the first person combat mod, because third person combat looks and works fantastically in Vorpx. This game looks... You could play the whole game in third person. You don't even need the exploration mod, but it just helps for the immersion when you're walking around areas and you can kind of head track and look around. This looks absolutely stunning. The 3D's great. It's easy to control. Yeah, I don't know. You probably don't need to play with mods. There she is, my favourite. Oh my god, he's still T-posing! What's wrong with you? What happened? You know, I installed a few mods, I deleted a few mods. Get over it, it's going to be okay. Yeah, guys, honestly, check Mass Effect out in Vorpx if you haven't already. This is
Looks like everyone just got up and left right now.
really nice. Really nice. Great 3D. Great performance. And you can add things like mods. I know there is a like a texture overhaul mod as well.
No structural damage.
I think it might be called a lot, the Allot mod, or something similar to that. And I think that would be really beneficial to install, just to kind of up the visual fidelity. But it looks great in here. It looks really, really smart. Where's all the baddies? Here they are. Shit!
Security systems were disabled at the other end. Enemies!
Yeah, just play it like this. It's great. This is really cool. Get away, get off that. Come on. Just calm yourself. Calm. Uh-oh. Big dogs.
Enemy down!
No! Ah! Get in cover. Right, can someone deal with this, please? Pull it. Thank you. Appreciate that. Right, got that. Boom! There you go.
Should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
This reminds me a lot of when I played Dead Space with Vorpx. A very similar experience. I actually think Dead Space would be the perfect title to reboot and bring back in VR. I know VR is enjoying a little bit of a kind of a growth spurt at the moment, and we're seeing some really fantastic developments within the medium. And I think now would be a fantastic time
Draw right.
for EA to bring back Dead Space. Oh my god. And put it in first person. As a VR game. I think it would work so well and it would be terrifying. But when I played the original Dead Space in Vorpx, it was much like this. I still had the kind of the over-the-shoulder camera angle. I had to use an FOV mod to increase my field of view because it was a little bit too restrictive. But it played a lot like this is playing now. But I think this is performing a little bit better.
Let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down!
Uh-oh, he's killing all my friends. Bugger, they're dead. This one. Come on, you must be dead now. Boom! You did. Alright, they're going to come back to life now. There we go, they get back up immediately. Did that fix you? No, that didn't fix you. You are still well and truly broken. Poor guy, man. He's having a really rough time. Here we are. We're on the Normandy. This is where I wanted to get to. I wanted to check this out before I summed up and kind of finished the video off. Let's have a quick walk around the Normandy while I talk about this. Okay, my honest opinion is there's probably two amazing ways to play this game if you want to play it in VR. Way number one is install no mods whatsoever. Maybe change a few of the texture packs. Maybe install a couple of high definition, high resolution texture packs if you want it to look as good as possible. But it does look very good without that. I haven't installed any of those. The first version is play the game without mods and play it in cinema screen mode with Vorpx. It runs really, really well. The 3D is great. The visuals are sharp and the performance is great as well. I don't really have any complaints. This is one of the most playable old games that I've come across in Vorpx for quite some time. It just works. It works really, really well. So the first good way to play it would be just to leave it alone, play it in third person, big cinema screen in Vorpx with full 3D, geometry, oh yeah, depth, scale, fantastic. The second way, and the way I think I prefer, is just install the exploration first person mod, because then you get stuff like this. You can, let's go to the crew's quarters, you can walk around and breathe in the environments of Mass Effect in first person, and that's very, very cool. I'm really enjoying that. I really do wish the combat first person mod was a little bit better, but it is what it is. It's fun. Try it out. It's quite hilarious clipping through your own face and seeing those floating eyeballs. But it doesn't feel like a very viable way to play the entire game. You'd get frustrated. You can't look down properly. Yeah, it just wouldn't work. So for me, I would say the perfect way to play this game in VR is to install the exploration first person mod, which allows you to wander around like this, checking out the environments. Oh, look at it. It's so good. You can come and look at Miranda, which, you know, everyone wants to do. We all love Miranda. Hello, what are you doing? What are you typing? What are you working on? Oh no, I've stood on her head. Get off her head, Shepard. Hello. Doing anything nice? You're not even working. You're just pretending to work. What was that little hand movement there? She's not doing anything. She's pretending to work. I'm paying her. She's on the payroll. And she's just chilling. It feels like a proper first-person game when you play it like this. It's just when you jump into combat sections, you will revert back into third person, which really isn't a deal breaker. It works really well in third person. In summary, Mass Effect 2, and by extension I imagine Mass Effect 1 and 3, work great with Vorpx. Mass Effect 1 would be only third person because there are no first person mods for it, so it would be... Oh, mind the ladies. I'm sorry. Yeah, the first game only has third person. There is no first person mod for it, so you'd have to play the whole game like that. I'm really impressed with this. Really good, really strong 3D, great performance. I have no qualms at all. Can I go to my own cabin, please? Captain's cabin. Oh yeah, here we are. We're in, and the head tracking's so good. I'm not using my mouse. I could play the whole game like this and just breathe it all in. The third game had some absolutely phenomenal skyboxes and some amazing environments, so that would look even more mind-blowing in VR. And this game has some great stuff as you get later on. It'll be great to walk around the Citadel and really breathe in a lot of the kind of more magical, fantastical sci-fi environments. Seeing the Normandy was something I always do, and it works really well. This is a big win. Mass Effect 2 definitely will VR. You could play the entire game like this, but just bear in mind the combat first-person mod is a little bit broken, and if you keep jumping in and out and changing mods, characters are prone to become stuck in T-poses. So just bear that in mind. Hopefully you've enjoyed, guys. I've really enjoyed checking this out. I will probably revisit Mass Effect and see how well it runs when the Legendary Edition is released. We'll check that out and we'll see kind of what the performance is like when that comes out. But for now, Mass Effect 2 and, in theory, by extension, 1 and 3, perfect. Perfect candidates for Vorpx play and VR play. Especially with this first-person mod. Very, very smart. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Leave a like, leave a comment, and hit subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you soon for another one. Hello, Joker. Hello. At least he turned around to look at me when I walked up behind him. He's really aware.
Out there, and sometimes it's just like, there's all this
space.
It's like
space. Space. Yeah, I know. Loads of space. At least he looked at me. Miranda Demon, look at me. Hope you enjoy, guys. Take care of yourselves. See you later.